Welcome in, everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 360 series from Knoxville Speedway tonight. Roger Wagner with you on the call. Likes and shares, guys. Thanks for tuning in early. These guys got about a minute 40 seconds left in practice. They'll get ready to qualify. We're going to try a couple of new things tonight. Please forgive any images that might be missing as I am working on a new integrated set of overlays. It's going to have a lot more information. It's going to be good for the fans. It's going to be good for the drivers. It's going to be good for the network. Starting to compile all of those things. Robert, thank you for the images. Appreciate that today. Guys, don't forget to give us the likes, the shares, the follows. The followers are almost to 4,800. We're on our way to the 5,000 milestone. Almost to 3,000 likes. So you guys are chasing those numbers right up. We appreciate that greatly. If you're not watching from one of the Facebook pages, you're watching from the YouTube or the Twitch stream, say hi in the chat. We get to see that. Real quickly, let everybody know, going into tonight, Josh Steinke, the points leader in the series, 39 points ahead of Chris Roberts, the Catfish. Kevin Click, 76 points back in third. Dylan Workman, 183 points back in the fourth position. And Ernie Williams, 297 points back. Some of these guys not quite as many starts as the top two, but still making chases up through the standings. So we will see how that goes. About 10 seconds you're going to get to have the national anthem, and then we are going to get ready for green flag racing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, thank you, Mr. Foley, for a fantastic rendition of our national anthem. As you can see, drivers starting to wrap up in the qualifying session. Just a few out on the track still, one or two. David Heileman, Chris Brenner, Rusty Kruger, Mike Keegan, Dylan Fox, your top five. Look like they'll have a little bit of an invert for their heat races, but those guys are our top five qualifiers. Heat race number one about to grid out. We are going to try a couple of new things here as soon as some of these guys get gridded out. Starting to see cars show up on pit road right now. Waiting on our front row here to pop in. 4-car invert. So that means that David Heileman, our number one qualifier, going to start in the fourth spot. Yeah, it is still stuck in the original, so we will have to get that worked out. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. On the pole for heat race number 1, going to be the 205 machine of Tyler Curtis, and 2 is outside. Team City Wicked Energy number 84 of Billy Rowley. Row 2 on the inside, another Team City Wicked Relief entry. That is the 31 of Tyson Landis, and 2 is outside is going to be the Casey Kane Sim Racing Napa Auto Parts number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman. Row 3 on the inside, the Unified Racing number 29 of Taylor Howell. 2 is outside, another Wicked Kitchen Team City machine, and that is the 57 machine of the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn. 192, Cameron King on the inside of row number 4 with the 219, the MFA Oil NOS Energy machine of Logan Christensen. Nick Nichols, the 75 machine on the inside of row number 5, and 2 is outside, the 367. That's the BBR machine of Bobby Boucher Beatty. Row 6 on the inside, the Snap-on Tools Wrangler number 221 of Kyle Jenkins, and to his outside will be the 603 machine of Braden McMahon. So 12 cars, 10 laps, top 4 straight to the A-main, everybody else into the soup. Ready to put these guys out here. 2 shows tonight, guys. Don't forget 2 Fast Tuesdays, always double shows. Yeah, that is only going to show the qualifiers, so we got to get that adjusted. Cool beans. All right, pacing around for the final time. They're going to go green off turn number 4. Curtis and Rowley going to bring us to the green flag for heat race number 1. Settle in, enjoy the show. Pace truck is in. Curtis and Rowley on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. Right to the bottom. Tyson Landis trying to make a bid for the lead. Not going to be able to get it that time. Going to fall back into the 4th position. David Heileman went to the inside and he picked up 3rd. It's Curtis out in front of Rowley. In front of Heileman. Heileman on the inside has advantage over Tyson Landis. Craig Dunn in the 5th spot. Taylor Howell back in 6th. Going to have 2 down this time to go. David Heileman from the inside to the outside on the slide job, picking up the 2nd position, taking it away from Tyler Curtis. And on the outside, Craig Dunn goes around the top, and he's going to take away 4th. Now 3rd as Curtis got sideways off of turn 2. So move the Flying Aussie into 3rd, put Tyler Curtis back to the 4th position, but he's got Taylor Howell all over him. Now Curtis into the outside fence, move Howell into the 4th spot. Tyson Landis trying to chase him down, but Billy Rowley out in front, holding off the hard charging David Heileman. 4 down, 6 to go. These guys already starting to work to the top side. Craig Dunn running the slider line in the corner. Losing a lot of ground from the center out. He closed it down to about half a car right there when he entered the corner, but he loses about 6 car lengths on the exit. So keep him in 3rd. Slide job for the lead. David Heileman now the point man in heat race number 1. Billy Rowley to 2nd, Dunn to 3rd. Taylor Howell back here in 4th, and he's still got Tyson Landis within 3 car lengths of him. These guys coming to 4 to go. Landis trying to work that bottom side, just not enough down there, and he put the left sides up on the berm, lost another 2 to 3 car lengths. Now Heileman working the inside, able to put the whole car down where the little bit of grip is. Turns 3 and 4, right back to the slider line in 1 and 2, and he's still got Rowley hounding him. Keep Craig Dunn in 3rd. Howell in 4th. Tyson Landis. 2.1 seconds off the lead. Giving chase to the 29 car of Taylor Howell. Goes down to the bottom. Might have picked up a car length right there, but they're on the final lap. The white flag is in the air. David Heileman's into turns 3 and 4. He's going to win heat race number 1. He's going to bring Billy Rowley, Craig Dunn, and Taylor Howell to the A main with him. Landis, Beatty, Christensen, Nichols, Curtis, Jenkins, King, and McMahon. All going to work through consolation races to get here. Five heat races slated for tonight. Yeah, this stuck on the original qualifying lineup, so we got to adjust that. All right, so on the pole going to be the Dirt Track Ambassador, Dirty Old Bastard, Wicked Cushion, number 21, Tyler Henselman, and to his outside, the Buckshot, 00 of William Brickley. On the inside of row number 2, the Wicked Relief Gum with CBD, number 25, C of Kevin Click. And on his outside, the Toledo Rocket, the 70, Casey Kane Sim Racing, Wicked Energy Gum Machine, that's Chris Brenner. Row 3, inside, the Black Diamond Motorsports, Dirt Racing Network, Tim's Dirt Track Sims, number 91 of Ernie Williams. And on his outside, the 2-9 Media, number 152 of Colton Hardia. Row 4, inside, the Dave Blaney Mohawk, number 15 of Michael Sheridan. And to his outside, the Casey's General Store, number 047. That is Jason Randolph. On the inside of the 5th row, the number 67, going to be Brandon Igo. And on his outside, Callum Norseman, the 218 machine. And on the back row, on the inside, Tyler Grafton, the M&M Construction Machine. On his outside, the DOB, number 16 of Alex Bergeron. Just starting to get the impression that Bergeron likes to start at the back and just amaze everybody with how quickly he can get to the front and win heat races. This is it's a simulator. Yeah, played on the computer. Wheel and pedal set. Got to have a subscription to it. If you go by iRacing.com, check the min specs, and if your computer will run it, and you want to get into it, you send me a private message here through the Dirt Racing Network page, and I will get you a 3-month trial subscription with the basic content so you can check it out. All right, green flag, heat race number 2 underway.
Green.
Down through turns 1 and 2, and contact. Henselman was in the lead when they went in, and now he's turned sideways down the backstretch, and he's going to kill the inside wall. So from the penthouse to the outhouse, Henselman going to have to work his way through. Consolation races, but William Brickley, Kevin Cook, Chris Brenner, and Ernie Williams. Now Ernie Williams and Chris Brenner fighting over that 3rd position. Now Brenner in a battle with Colton Hardy. 152 machine right there. On the high side, giving up the spot to Chris Brenner. Ran the inside, now goes slider line in low, in through the middle, and out on the high side. Your top 4, Brickley, Click, Williams, and Brenner. Hardy, Randolph, Bergeron already from 12th to 7th. On the inside right there, you see the black car with the yellow lettering. He's going to find himself in the 6th position when he comes off turn number 2 this time by. So he's carved his way through half the field. Still Brickley out in front, Click, and Ernie Williams actually putting a pretty good show on here. They are having one heck of a battle with each other. Click hanging on to 2nd, but Williams lurking, stalking, trying to figure out where's the spot going to be that I can make the move, and it might be right here at the end of this backstretch. Just keeps it in on the high side. Going to see if he can get a little bit wider. Kevin Click really covering up that line pretty good. Still Brickley out in front, 4 laps to go. Now Williams around Kevin Click, that time with the slide job. Got it done, moves himself into 2nd. Kevin Click trying to work the bottom. Think he got just a little wider than he wanted to. He's going to lose some space. Chris Brenner back here in the 4th spot. First caution of the night. Colton Hardy's machine. We'll see what happened to Colton here. Oh, Alex Bergeron way sideways, and Hardy tried to miss, went up the hill, clipped the wall. And I think it knocked the rear end out from underneath that car, so he just took it straight to the pits, but he was already sideways when that happened. So heat race number 2 probably going to finish behind the safety vehicle. It's going to be Brickley, Williams, Click, and Brenner transferring directly to the A main. Randolph, Bergeron, Sheridan, Norseman, Grafton, Igo, Hardy, and Henselman. And going into the alphabet soup. Yes, Tyler, they are. From all over the world. Got drivers in here from several of the continental U.S. states. Canada, Australia. Coming to us from everywhere. All right, coming to the checkered flag to finish up heat race number 2. Brickley, Williams, Click, and Brenner making the transfer. Everybody else into the alphabet soup. We're going to get ready for heat race number 3. Oh, Boucher. All right, cars gridding out for heat race number 3. On the pole, the Wicked Cushion team setting number 222 is going to be Weston Newell to his outside. The All-Star Performance Black Diamond Motorsports number 42 of Sean Wallenfels. Row 2 on the inside, the Beer Hill Gang. Team VLR number 23, Stephen Calavoda. And on his outside, Swindell Speed Labs number 5K, Rusty Kruger. Row 3 on the inside, going to be the dudes. The number 210 of the Dirt Track Terror, Danes Tiernan. And on his outside, Unified Racing, number 59 of Tyler Chalk. Row 4 on the inside, Dirt Track Ambassadors, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 93 of the Catfish, Chris Roberts. And to his outside, that's the 100 machine of Jamie Wallace. Row 5 on the inside, the Rat Bag, 002 machine of Matt Williams. And to his outside, that's another Dirt Track Ambassadors, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion machines, to 77, Aaron Schaefer. Row 6 inside, the 238, that's Anthony Marvalijo. And to his outside, wow, the man, the myth. You don't see him everywhere, but you do see him here, folks. That is Tim Nichols, the 071, the Pennzoil machine. That is Tim's Dirt Track Sims. Tim right there. He is in the field, starting 12th in this one. We'll see where he finishes up. But we got 10 more laps. We're going to have 12 cars out here. Top 4 straight to our A main. Again, that'll be half of the locked-in field. Time we get through the heat races, we'll have 20 of our 24 cars. We'll go D, C, B main and find the final 4 cars out of that B main. We'll put 24 of them out here for 35 laps when we get to the feature. But the green flag about to fall on heat race number 3. Newell and Wallenfels off the front row. And the green flag in the air.
Green, green, green.
Newell down into turn 1 on the high side. He's going to hold the lead. Sean Wallenfels going to come out with second on the inside. Stephen Calavoda, the yellow car right there, trying to hang on to third. Rusty Kruger going to work the top side and make a challenge for that. Right now, Calavoda and Kruger, the best battle on the track. We're going to get up here and watch Wallenfels on the slide job around Newell. Up into the cushion, couldn't make it stick. Couldn't keep the car square underneath him and get that forward drive he needed on the exit. Newell was able to drive right back around with the crossover. Wallenfels riding right on the rim up there, trying to find that extra little bit of momentum he needs to get around Weston Newell out front. These two starting to get away from third and fourth. Kruger in the third, around the high side on Calavoda, and here comes Tyler Chalk. Chalk around the inside, slide job up in front of the 23, made him pull the wheel down. Now a little bit of contact, and Calavoda Way out of shape right there. He's going to lose two more spots. Drop him back to 7th. Put Tyler Chalk in our final transfer spot. And up front, nothing much has changed. Newell went to the bottom. This time around the top side, Wallenfels at the line. Newell took it back in 1 and 2. Wallenfels not going to give up that easily. Goes up onto the cushion. That car just doesn't like that line right there. When he gets in the middle of the corner, it doesn't look like he clips that cushion. He gets the car way out of shape. So coming around to see 3 to go. Still Newell, Wallenfels, Kruger, a good distance back. Tyler Chalk starting to reel in the 5K car. There's a mistake off the top of the cushion. Kruger loses 3rd. Now Kruger on the bubble. Gonna come bring it right back. Short slider contact. He slid right into the nose of the 59 car. Trying to shut the door a little too quickly. We watched that one happen live. That quick. That's how fast they come on to from your left and get across the front. You can see that wing on the nose of that car already a little bit bent before that happened. So we're going to finish heat race number 3 up behind the safety truck. It'll be Newell, Wallenfels, Chalk, and Tiernan going straight to the A main. Calavoda, Schaefer, Roberts, Wallace, Nichols, Williams, Marvalijo, and Kruger going in to consolation races. In a few series, Robert, yes, they do. We have one on Thursday nights where the guys get an end-of-season prize fund, and then we have one on Sunday nights that is a 410 series. The World Championship Series, they're racing for a $25,000 purse. And there's a couple of other series around that run for a little bit of weekly prizes. Good evening, Mr. Henninger. So 3 in the books, 2 more to go. And get heat race number 4 out here. I know it isn't going to do it for me, but I'm going to look one more time. Yeah, it just isn't going to work for me the way I wanted it to, so I got to make some adjustments to that. On the pole, the fellowship number 001, that is Anthony Job, and to his outside, the Cadillac man, the 110, Kevin Hanley. Row 2 on the inside, Follow Motorsports driver in the 75, Dylan Workman, and to his outside, the Rockstar Productions Wicked Cushion. That is the X Machine of Mike Keegan. Row 3 inside, Dirty Old Bastards, Dirt Track and Bastards Wicked Cushion number 20 of Jonathan Lowe. And on his outside, new paint for this gentleman right here. It's the Black Diamond Motorsports number 80 of the King, Josh Steinke. Row 4 on the inside, the F-Up Motorsports 302 of Isaiah Drought, and to his outside, the Splash and Go Graphics number 82 of Dustin Catchfinch Griffith. On the inside of row number 5, the 044 machine is Mike Henninger, and to his outside, Alex O in the 97. I'm not even going to try to slaughter that last name. And on the back row, all by himself, the 084 machine, Kevin Smith. I think the 97 car is Ola Zagasti. But man, I hate to kill that like that, so. All right, pace truck headed in. Job Hanley on the front row. Job on the throttle, green flag coming out. Into 1 and 2. They were 3 wide for a split second right there. Keegan was stuck in the middle under Hanley, and they're going to come out of there. They're still 2 wide for the 4th spot. Josh Steinke in a battle with Dylan Workman now. Cuts from the high side to the bottom. Workman stays up top. Keegan sits in 3rd. Steinke made a bid for that. Wasn't able to stick it in there, and both Keegan and Workman go right back by. Anthony Job out in front. Kevin Hanley running second. Mike Keegan in third. Now, Josh Steinke's moved his way into the 4th spot. Brings it up wide. Had to stay off of the 110 right there, and that allowed Workman to get them both. He might go 3 for 1 right here. Move Workman into the 2nd spot off of turn number 4. He went 3 for 1 going into turn 3. Come out in 2nd spot. Good move for him. Now Keegan works it back around. Slide job on him, and Steinke goes 2 for 1. Move him from 5th to 2nd.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution, and I don't know who had what at the time. I'm pretty sure that it was Job and Steinke 1-2. It could have been Kevin Hanley in 3rd, Mike Keegan in 4th. What these guys get single file and will decide. See if Kevin Smith might have been part of this right here. That car looks like it was way out of shape, but I think he was back off the pack. I'm not sure where that caution came from. Nobody really was sideways back there. So it's Job, Steinke, Hanley, Keegan, the top 4, Workman, Griffiths. Ola Zagasti. That is going to be tough to get used to. Droud, Henninger, and Lowe are top 10. Kevin Smith is running in 11th. The last car on the track. Going to be 3 to go when we get the green. Already into heat race number 4. 5 scheduled. Anthony Job about to bring us back to the green right here off of turn number 4. He's on the gas. The green flag's back in the air. Can he hold off Josh Steinke for 3 more laps? Kevin Hanley, Mike Keegan, and Keegan's got his hands full. Dylan Workman now in on the bottom. Can he make that car stick and come around the exit? Find a little speed. Not this time. Now bid for the lead. Josh Steinke, slide job out in front of Job. I think he's going to have that one stuck in there, and he's going to be the new leader. Going to come off turn number 4, see 1 to go, and not a better time to take the lead when you're coming than when you're coming to the white flag. So it's Steinke, Job, Hanley, and Keegan, your top 4. They'll be transferring to the A main if they can stay where they are for about another half a lap. Workman a ways back. Josh Steinke gonna win heat race number 4. Anthony Job, Kevin Hanley, and Mike Keegan going straight to the A main. Workman, Griffiths, Ola Zagasti, Lowe, Droud, Henninger, and Smith headed for the soup kitchen. All right, on the pole, the Rockstar Productions number 22 of Mason Hannigan. 2 is outside, a Twisted Motorsports number 255, Robert Sutterfield. Row 3 on the inside, the Browns, custom quality paint and body. Number 92, that's Peyton Grease, and on his outside, going to be the Red Bull, number 99, of Dylan Fox. Row 3 on the inside, the Mode Media, number 9, Justin Thomas, and to his outside, the Rockstar Productions number 403, Mike Roxbury. Row 4 on the inside, going to be Alex Stoudinger in the 54 machine, and on his outside, the 059 of Trey Long. Row 5 on the inside, Jeffrey Stewart, the 072, and on his outside, the 098 Geek Squad machine of Garrett Adams. And on the back row by himself, going to be the 011 of Nicholas Cheever. Final heat race, 11 cars. Top 4 going to round out the 20 automatic transfer cars. And we'll dip into the alphabet, see if we can find 4 more. Make up our 24 for the feature race tonight. It kind of was I tried to stop one, Steinke. I felt it come on. I think I forgot to take my allergy medicine today. But it rained all day, and I shouldn't have all this nonsense going on. No, we're done with that hiccup stuff. I can't do those anymore. That nearly killed me that night. And I never, ever get the hiccups, which was so weird about that whole thing. I'm sure those of you that were here, it was disturbing and entertaining all at the same time. All right, Heat 5. Ready to go green off turn number 4. It's Hannigan Satterfield on the front row. Hannigan finds the loud pedal. Green flag going to fly. On the bottom, Mason Hannigan off turn number 2. He stretches the lead that time over Robert Satterfield and company. Grease on the inside trying to take the spot from Satterfield, and he's got his hands full. Got Justin Thomas, the 9 machine, right down there on him. Dylan Fox working the top side. Alex Salinger flashes in right there. That's a 6 spot. So you got everything from 2nd on back to 6 right here on the screen. 3 wide down the front stretch. Justin Thomas goes to the high side. Give him P2 on the exit of turn 2. Dylan Fox went around the high side past 2 cars, Stoudinger and Satterfield. Move him into that 4th and final transfer spot. Right now he's working on Peyton Grease. And he's going to have the spot. Grease back to 4th. Fox into 3rd. Stoudinger right behind Peyton Grease, the blue and white, the NOS machine right there. Trying to find his way directly into our feature race tonight. Mason Hannigan fighting the cushion just a little bit, and that's allowing Justin Thomas to close the gap. U2. At the line, that time by Justin Thomas had the lead, but Hannigan brings the slide job up in front of him off turn number 2. Going to be able to keep him there. Doesn't look like it. Back to the inside. Justin Thomas, but a good move straight from the top right to the bottom, and Hannigan extends the gap to about 2 car lengths. 4 laps to go. Hannigan, Thomas, Fox, and Grease, your top 4. Alex Stoudinger now starting to fall off of the top 4. He's in 5th ahead of Robert Satterfield, Mike Roxbury, Trey Long, Garrett Adams, Nick Cheever, and Jeff Stewart. But at the front, another pass. Move Dylan Fox into 2nd. Fox closing the gap now, it looks like. Thomas got around for the lead on the high side. Oh, Dylan Fox with just a little contact. Thomas broke his momentum. He checked up, let Justin grab the car back up underneath him. It cost him about 5 car lengths, putting him back in the clutches of Peyton Grease, but they got about a lap and a half left in this one. Take a look back, Grease around Hannigan. Now Hannigan's starting to get closed in on it. Only about a lap left in it. Can Stoudinger close the gap and take the final transfer spot? Oh, Dylan Fox kills the car. Down in turns 1 and 2. No caution. We're on the final lap. They're going to race this out. But that'll change the standings a little bit behind 2nd place, because Justin Thomas is going to win it. Peyton Grease into 2nd. Mason Hannigan and Alex Stoudinger are going to be your transfer cars. Satterfield, Roxbury, Long, Cheever, Adams, Fox, and Stewart. Alphabet soup time for you, and we're going to see a few of these guys in the very next race right here. Should be our D main coming up. Just waiting for the session to transfer over. D main. Starting to grid out. We're going to see that 99 car that wrecked in the last one on the pole. Tyler Curtis on his outside. Row 2 will be Brandon Igo, Matt Williams. Row 3, Mike Henninger and Garrett Adams. Row 4 is going to be Cameron King and Colton Hardy. Row 5, Anthony Marvalijo and Kevin Smith. Row 6 will be Jeff Stewart and Braden McMahon. And row 7, Tyler Henselman and Rusty Kruger. In our 8th and final row, possibly Brandon Thornhill and Dennis Cumley, but neither one of those guys were around for their heat race, so I doubt they're going to be here for this. These guys rolling off, and we're missing 4 of the scheduled 16, so we're going to have 12 cars. We're going to take the top 4, move them into the back of the C main. Everybody else done for session number 1. We'll grid out the C main once we know who the top 4 from the D main are. They got 10 laps to get it settled. Doyle of Rants over on the YouTube channel. All right, we're looking at 12 cars, 10 laps, just like a heat race. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else waiting for session number 2 to get started. You can see that groove starting to get way, way wider. Slick spots through the center of the corner. Big slick groove down the backstretch. Going green this time. Going to be Fox and Williams on the front row. Green flag in the air. D-Main underway. Fox quickly out to the lead and really gaps these guys. Half a second before we're down to turn 3. Williams in second. Igo in third. Garrett Adams hanging on to fourth right now. Caution number 1. Oh, I'm going to say Jeff Stewart. Yeah, Jeff Stewart was part of this one. You'll see if we can see what happened to Jeff Stewart here. Get a little better camera angle than that on this. Oh, it was Jonathan Lowe and Anthony Marvalijo got hooked up, and Marvalijo's car slid back across the track right in front of Stewart. So they get it righted. He drives it away. Looks like Tyler Henselman going to take the dent on that one, going to go to the back of the field. So Curtis, McMahon, Thornhill, and Cumley out of it. Fox, Matthews, Igo, and Adams hanging on to the top 4 spots right now. Colton Hardy, Mike Henninger are right outside that top 4. Rusty Kruger back in 7th. Cameron King 8th. Kevin Smith, Anthony Marvalijo, Jeff Stewart, who you saw on his side a little bit ago, and then Tyler Henselman. Welcome in, Richard, Carla. All right. They're going to go green the next time off turn number 4. 6 laps to go. D main. Top 4 going to transfer through. Everybody else going to be done for the session. Don't forget, guys, we're working our way through the alphabet soup right now. Once we put the 35 laps up for the A main, they complete that. They're going to turn the lights on over the speedway. We're going to do it all again. Too Fast Tuesdays doubleheader. Right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Green flag back green in flag, the air. Green flag. We're going to drop back here. Take a peek at 4th spot right there. That's your final transfer car, but Colton Hardy trying to work his way around the top. Oh! Garrett Adams out of shape. He's going to give up all the spots now, and that's going to move Hardy into a transfer spot. Right now, Igo and Williams really starting to get at each other, and that allows Hardy to get around the top side. He moves himself into third. Move Brandon Igo, the 67 machine, onto the bubble right now. Colton Hardy not done yet. He's going to go into second. High side around both Williams and Igo in one lap right there. Brandon Igo has well over a second ahead of Rusty Kruger, and the caution going to fall. Probably not going to go back to green in this one, as when they cross the line here, it'll be 3 to go, and the pace truck always keeps them for 3 laps. So this one going to finish under caution. It's going to be Fox, Hardy, Williams, and Igo making your transfer. Rusty Kruger, Henninger, Henselman, Stuart Smith, Marvalijo, Adams, King, and the rest going to sit around and wait for session number 2. Hey, Kathy. So D main in the books after we get about 2 more laps behind the pace truck here. Anybody new into the stream, welcome in. Whether you're watching on Twitch, Facebook, or the YouTube, any of the Facebook channels, make your way over to Facebook, find the Dirt Racing Network, give us a share, a like, and a follow. Appreciate it greatly. On our way to 5,000 followers. Getting close to 4,800. Hopefully by the end of May, hopefully by maybe the middle, excuse me, we can give ourselves a set date to have our 5,000 followers show. Trying to plan a few special things for that. But this time around, off turn number 4, our D main going to wrap up. Fox, Hardy, Williams, and Igo making the transfer. They'll go to the back of the next one, which is going to be the C main. They're going to put 12 laps on the board. We'll take the top 4 out of that, move them into the back of the B main. All right. Cars starting to grid out for the C main. 12 laps on the board. On the pole, the 93, Chris Roberts, to his outside. Alec Olazagasti. Row 2 on the inside, Trey Long. On his outside, Nick Nichols. Row 3 is going to be Callum Norseman, Jamie Wallace. Row 4, John Lowe, Nick Cheever. Row 5, Kyle Jenkins and Tyler Grafton scheduled to start on the outside. He's not going to make it in. So row 6 going to be Tim Nichols, Isaiah Dowd. Row 7, Dylan Fox and Colton Hardy. And on the back row, Matt Williams and Brandon Igo. The last 4, your transfer cars from our D main. 15 cars scheduled for this one. 12 laps the distance, top 4 transferring. Everybody else waiting for session number 2 to get started. All right, we'll be going green off turn 4. Roberts. Olazagasti off of the front row is going to bring us to the green. A lot going on the top of that wing. Pace truck is in. Roberts on the throttle, green flag in the air. And the Catfish trying to jump out to that early lead. Loves to work the bottom. We'll see what he does. 57 car headed to the top side. Trey Long in third right now. Nick Nichols sitting in that 4 spot. That white, red, and black machine that's all kinds of out of shape off turn number 4. He's right in front of Norseman, Wallace, Jonathan Lowe. We'll try to hang on to that spot for 12 circuits around the Knoxville Speedway. Catfish holding true to his name, trying to work the bottom, trying to keep the lead in this thing. Now, slider line into 1, off of 2 on the sticky stuff. Olazagasti closed the gap pretty good off turn number 2. He's running the cushion. He's going to pull even at the line. I think it was still Roberts by about 0.005. Right now, this time off turn number 2, the 97 car taking the lead. Now move Roberts to second, train long. There's your line on the top side right there along the green car. Nicholas right behind him trying to keep 4th spot, but here comes Colton Hardy. Hardy around the top side, had the spot for a moment, found the fence and backed it down. He's got Dylan Fox. These two guys coming from our D main. Hardy around the high side takes 4th, now takes 3rd. Fox threads the needle off of turn 2. Move him into the 4th spot. Dylan Fox, your final transfer car as they run. They're coming to the halfway point. So Megan Olazagasti, Roberts, Hardy. Now Nichols throws it in deep. Slide job. He's got the spot back from Fox. Oh, Fox with a little contact. That's going to put both cars sideways. That's going to get a bunch of these guys into it. Trey Long was in it. His car is upside down. We'll take a ride right here. Trey Long. Oh, you see the contact right there. That brought the car down in front of him. He tried to get slowed down. Guys behind him. No real time to react there. So that car going to be sitting in the infield for a while. Looks like we might get about a 2-lap shootout out of this. Olazagasti, Roberts, Hardy, Nichols, your top 4. Lowe and Norseman, 5th and 6th. We're going to keep an eye on those guys when we go back to green. League races, Mr. Drake. Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion 360 Series, session number 1 right now. We're in the C main. Under the caution. About a 4-car pile up. Dylan Fox. Trey Long, part of it. Those 2 cars in the infield. Still got 13 cars out on the track. Isaiah Dowd, the last of those, right behind Tim Nichols. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout to wrap it up right here. Top 4 move on. Everybody else going home. Green flag back in the air. Olazagasti, Roberts, Harding, Nichols, your top 4 right now. Jonathan Lowe trying to work over Nichols, and that car keeps getting out of shape. Lowe's going to have the spot. They're going to see the white flag off turn number 4 this time. Right now, Jonathan Lowe's got 4th away from Nick Nichols. And if Lowe can hang on the bottom, lost a little momentum on the entry. That's going to let Norseman get up there. 3 wide down the backstretch. This is the final transfer spot right here. Jonathan Lowe in on the bottom. Nick Nichols around the top. Olagasti, Roberts, Hardy, and Nichols going to make the transfers. Everybody else done for the night. Good battle for that final transfer spot right there. Jonathan Lowe just comes up about 10 car lengths short. Lost a lot of momentum on the entry to turn 3, and that really gave Nichols the opportunity to get by him. Final race of the alphabet soup. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else officially done for session number 1. Off the pole, it's going to be Tyson Landis. To his outside, Jason Randolph. Row 2, Calavoda and Workman. Row 3, Satterfield and Beatty. In row 4, Alex Bergeron, Aaron Schaefer. Dustin Griffiths, Mike Roxbury, row 5. Logan Christensen and Mike Sheridan in row 6. And from the C-Main, Olazagasti and Roberts in row 7 with Hardy and Nichols in row 8. All 16 cars out here, 14 laps up on the big board. Top 4 are going to go through tonight's A-Main and round out the back 2 rows. Everybody else got to wait for session number 2. Going green off turn 4 this time. B main, 14 laps. Top 4 hang around. Everybody else got to get ready for session number 2. Oh, we must be talking about the Turners. Pace truck in. Landis on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Landis on the high side. Calavoda trying to work the bottom. Now Calavoda with the shot down the backstretch. He's going to have second at the entry to the corner by about half a car. Jason Randolph off the top side of 3 and 4. Move him into P2. Calavoda into third. Workman has your final transfer spot. But mama, here comes that man. Alex Bergeron, the 16 machine. Trying to make his way from the B main into the feature. Oh, Randolph into the wall. That car sideways, now backwards. Caution on the speedway. And Alex Bergeron has found his way into a transfer spot already. Go back and see what happened to Mr. Randolph here. Jumps the cushion, right sides into it when the car breaks loose. He was able to keep the power in and keep the car going, but it did bring out a caution. And I believe Mike Roxbury found the outside fence, trying to avoid him. So it's Landis, Calavoda, Bergeron, Workman, and then Satterfield, Sheridan, Beatty, Schaefer, Christensen, and Nichols, your top 10. Olazagasti, Roberts, Hardy, Griffiths, and Randolph. The 15 cars still on track. It's about 9 laps to go when we get the green. Well, hello, Josh. How come you're not here partaking of the festivities, sir? I'm not racing tonight. There's nobody for you to take out. Just kidding, buddy. All right, pace truck going to make the hard left right here in turn 4. Landis on the point. 9 laps to go. Green flag back in the air.
Green flag.
Front stretch starting to develop the ruts we're familiar with seeing here. Calavoda working on the inside, trying to take that spot away, and Landis kept the slider line closed down, but I don't know that it helped him at all. Calavoda gets by on the bottom side. Now Bergeron in on the bottom side. Workman in on the bottom side. Landis, the only one in the top 4 running the top side of the track. Calavoda able to hang on to the lead, at least for right now. He's getting good launch on the exits of the corner, but if he keeps opening that door, a 16 car is going to get his nose in there and move him up the hill. Dylan Workman in the middle of this thing. He's got one of the 4 transfer spots. Trying to work through the middle. Tyson Landis ahead at the line that time by. Now Landis, a good advantage going down into 3. Shuts the door a little bit. He's going to be able to hang on to the lead. Coming off a turn 4. 5 to go. Workman, good drive off the top side. Put him in 3rd. Move Bergeron back on the bubble. Stephen Calavoda staying steady on the bottom right there. Working off. Exit of the corner, just not enough momentum right now. That high side's starting to find a little bit of speed. Landis out to the front. Workman had the spot. Lost a little bit of grip on the exit. Gives it back to Calavoda. Bergeron now changed tactics. He's going to go to the top side. Used to seeing the 16 car hugging the inside right there. Now he goes back to it. Now Workman off turn 2. Take him into 2nd. Move Calavoda to 3rd. Bergeron still 4th. Going to have 2 to go this time off of turn number 4. Still Landis and Workman 1-2. Calavoda and Bergeron, but Michael Sheridan now has his nose in the battle. The orange car in 5th right there, looking to make a bid to get into these top 4. The white flag, they're going to have 1 lap to settle it right here. Landis, Workman, Calavoda, Bergeron, and Sheridan. Only 4 get a stay. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Tyson Landis up to the top side. Dylan Workman on the bottom. Landis is going to hold him off. It's going to be Landis, Workman, Calavoda, and Bergeron. Transferring to the A main. Sheridan and company coming up a few spots short. Chris Roberts worked his way from the last 2 rows up into the 6th spot. Just could not find a way to get into the transfer spots, and that is definitely going to make a little bit of a dent in the points. With Roberts not making the feature race and Steinke already in, that'll give Steinke a pretty good cushion after session number 1. So 2-minute warm-up session on the clock. Wicked Cushion makes it possible the Dirt Racing Network to cover Dirty Old Bastards 360 series here on Too Fast Tuesdays. All kinds of gadgets and neat stuff over there. Check out wickedcushion.com. Use the promo code DOBRL for a 10% discount. You get your order in on race night by midnight. Your shipping is going to be free. It's wickedcushion.com. $24 cars set up for this one. $35 laps going to be up on the big board. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget about session 2 right after this one. Likes, shares, follows. If you're not with us on the Facebook channels, you can join us on YouTube or Twitch. Give us a subscribe or a follow over there. You'll get notified every time we go live. 5 nights a week, 9 races. Over those 5 nights, we got 1 on Sunday, 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, and 3 on Thursday. Too Fast Tuesdays, Wingless Wednesdays, and Triple Header Thursdays. All the busy nights. Practice session winding down. It is time for the Raven Graphics starting lineup. 24 cars scheduled to be on this one. On the pole, going to be the 49 machine of the Hulk, David Heileman. 2 is outside. The 200, that's William Brickley. Row 2, inside, the Triple Deuce, Weston Newell. And on his outside, the 80, the King, Josh Steinke. Row 3, on the inside, the 9, Justin Thomas. On his outside, Billy Rowley, the 84. Row 4 on the inside, the 91, that's Ernie Williams. And to his outside, his teammate, the 42, Sean Wallenfels. Row 5 on the inside, Anthony Job, the 001, and on his outside, the 92 machine of Peyton Grease. The Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn, starts the 57 machine inside of row number 6 with Kevin Click, the 25C, on his outside. Tyler Chalk inside of row number 7, the 59, and the 110, the Cadillac man, Kevin Hanley. Mason Hannigan inside row 6, the 22, and on his outside, Taylor Howell, the 29. The Toledo Rocket, Chris Brenner, the 9 car, inside row number 9, on his outside, the 210, the Dirt Track Terror, James Turner. Inside row number 10, the X Machine, that's Mike Keegan, and on his outside, going to be Alex Staudinger in the 54. They're transferring in from the B main in row number 11 on the inside, the 31 Tyson Landis. To his outside, the 75 Dylan Workman. And making up the final row, the 23 machine of Stephen Calavona, and on his outside, 16 car of Alex Bergeron. That's your 24 car field. They got 35 laps to get it all settled. Yeah, you made it, Shane. "35 laps here, and then we'll take about a 5 or 10 minute break. Set session number 2 up. Turn the lights on, and they'll start this whole thing over again. We are about to go green. Heileman, Brickley on the front row. Heileman on the throttle, green flag in the air. Brickley just a little bit sleeping right there. Newell's able to pull right up beside him. Looking back on the field back here, Ernie Williams, Sean Wallenfels about 6th and 7th. Josh Steinke, your current points leader, sitting in the 4 spot, making a bid on the top side to take 3rd, and he's got it. 3 wide into turn 1 was Thomas on the bottom, Brickley in the middle, Steinke to the top, but Steinke has the advantage. He's cleanly into 3rd now. Brickley into 4th. Thomas settles into 5th. David Heileman half a second out in front. He's running through the slick right in the middle, and we got a caution. Oh, I see Dylan Workman and Chris Brenner's cars rolling away pretty slow here. Go back, see what happened. Brenner's on the high side. Workman was in the middle. Oh, Alex Staudinger went across and hit flat side right into Workman's car. Workman slid up right in front of Brenner. I don't know that Brenner got much damage out of it. Dylan Workman's car may have a little bit of suspension damage. Hard to tell. Alex Staudinger just slid in on the bottom, moves right up, and he kind of pancaked 75 machine. And yeah, it looks like the 75 going to take it in. Top 10, Heileman, Newell, Steinke, Brickley, Thomas, and then Wallenfels, Williams, Joe Borelli, and Dunn. New white flag on lap number 38. So going to be right in the neighborhood of 33 to go when we get the green. Heileman's back on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Down through turns 3 and 4. Still Heileman, Newell. Steinke was working the top, but Brickley's on the bottom trying to move in. Not able to do it that time, but I'm sure he's not going to give up on that. Top 3 separated by about 2 to 3 car lengths each. First to second, second to third. Brickley and Thomas 4th and 5th, but on the high side, Ernie Williams now makes a bid, gets around Justin Thomas, and he's working the cushion. Trying to find the speed. He's going to close in on Brickley if he can keep the car straight up underneath him. Trying to fight that cushion. That cushion just rougher than a cob up there. Not letting that car stay in the perfect shape on that angle. Makes it bounce around quite a bit. Now he's got it. Move Ernie Williams to the 4th spot. Brickley back to 5th. Still Heileman out in front now. He stretched it out to almost 6/10. But Newell and Steinke maintaining about 3 car lengths. Moving up beside him, got the left front even with the right rear. Down off the hill, loses about a car and a half that time. David Heileman now stretching it out 0.8 of a second. It's about a 10th back from Newell to Steinke. Williams in 4th, 2 seconds back. Make it 1.4 seconds back. Brickley still in 5th. Now Bergeron around Brickley. Bergeron from 20th position now up to 5th. 10 laps into this 35-lap feature. He started dead last. Now inside the top 5. Heileman maintaining about 8.5 over Newell. Steinke staying right on Newell, throws it in there pretty deep. Newell closed the door on the bottom. That opened up 2 more tenths for Heileman. Ernie Williams closed up just a little bit. And this caution going to bring the field back together. I think it's Sean Wallenfeld's car. He was running 6th behind Alex Bergeron. Out of shape over the cushion. Right rear dips into the hole. And once that thing dips over that ridge right there, you're really just along for the ride. And he stuffed it in the outside wall of turn 4. So our top 10, after we go through the start-finish line, everybody should be single file. It'll be nice and clear to us. Heileman, Newell, Steinke, Williams, and Bergeron your top 5. Job, Dunn, Brickley, Rowley, and Taylor Howell rounding out the top 10. .41, the new white flag. So right in the neighborhood, 22, 23 to go. All right, Heilemann, Newell, Steinke, our top three. Going to bring us back to green. 23 laps to go. Ernie Williams got a good jump. Josh Steinke was off the line. Now Williams has to check up. That's going to allow Bergeron to slide job. Both drivers right there. Off of top of turn 2. Bergeron had second for a moment, but Josh Steinke puts it right back down the inside. Takes the spot when they enter turn 3. Who's got it when they come off turn number 4? Still Steinke at the line. Ernie Williams in the middle trying to make things difficult. He's 3 wide. Job on the bottom. Bergeron on the top. Side by side battle for the third position right here. 7 tenths between first and second. Heilemann over Newell, and now Bergeron around the top side. Had third at the line that time. Keep Steinke in fourth. Job in fifth. Dunn is sixth. Brickley, Howell, Rowley, Keegan, Thomas, Williams, Grease, Tiernan, and Hennigan, your top 15. Weston Newell in second. Maintaining about 6.5 to 7 tenths behind leader David Heilemann. But the 16 car starting to close in. He's moved his way from 20th into third. Still got Josh Steinke hounding Alex Bergeron right here. Bergeron going to go to the bottom. Through 1 and 2. Steinke's got to run off the top side. Closed it down to about 1 car length. See if he can keep it going up off the top of turn number 4. Not that time by. Now David Heilemann 1 second in front of Weston Newell. Newell a half second ahead of Alex Bergeron. Caution one more time. James Tiernan's car backwards, turn number 2. Tiernan was working around Mason Hannigan, Peyton Grease. He and Hannigan, a lot of contact there. Oh, he coming down off the cushion. Just got a little bit of a bump from behind Alex Stoudinger. Gave him just a little bit of a bump when he bounced off that berm right there. So 44. Going to be the new white flag lap. Heilemann, Newell, Bergeron, Steinke, and Job, your top 5. Dunn, Williams, Howell, Brickley, and Rowley. We're rounding out the top 10. 21 cars still on track. James Tiernan after the spin, able to rejoin the back of the field. He's in 21st. That good, Dylan? You go wash your fingers after typing all that. Going to go back to green this time. Heilemann, Newell, Bergeron, your top 3. Steinke and Job rounding out the top 5. Green flag back in the air. You saw Heilemann's car just a little bitty wiggle right there. And that kept Newell right on the push bar. Bergeron went to the top side. Trying to get that run off the top side and take second away. He'd like to set his sights on the 49 car. And now he's even when they get to the line. Newell still around the inside. Drive down the backstretch. Keep Weston Newell in third. David Heilemann staying married to the bottom right now. Alex Bergeron off the top side. He's got second when they get to the line that line. But I don't know who had it when the caution came out. Peyton Grease's car Moving away slow, Kevin Click. A lot of damage on the front of that car. Oh, grease is already in the fence. Car hops free right in front of Kevin Click. And I think Click was fighting that same problem in the same corner there that Peyton was fighting. He just didn't get hopped over the edge and get locked in. So now we're going to change things. It's going to be lap 47. Reshuffle a couple of cars here at the front. Heilemann, Bergeron, Newell, Steinke, Williams, your top 5. Job, Dunn, Howell, Rowley, and Thomas inside your top 10. So 47 is the white flag lap. Right around 14 to go. Everybody looking for grip. Top side, that cushion. Pretty sketchy to get to. Bottom side, there's really not much down there. The berm kind of drops into the slick. On the exits of the corners, there's going to be a little bit of widening right there where you could find a little bit of grip, but not a whole lot. These guys wanting to run somewhere a lane and a half down the straightaway so they can stay in the tacky stuff because too many bumps and ruts right up against the fence. So watch the guys in the front. We're going green. Heilemann, Bergeron, Newell going to bring us back to it right here off turn number 4.
Green flag, green flag.
14 laps to go. Newell went to the bottom trying to make a bid to take second back away from Bergeron. Just too strong for Bergeron around the high side. And he's going to hang on to the spot. Ernie Williams flashes in, slide jobs his teammate, put him in the 4th spot. Williams running the cushion up here. The red and black car closing in right now on the 16 of Bergeron. Still trying to work the high side and make it completely clear of Weston Newell. Now Newell, Williams making contact. Williams was probably just following Bergeron, thought he had Newell cleared. That's going to open up the gap. 0.7 of a second from Heilemann to Bergeron, who's now into second cleanly away from Newell. Ernie Williams trying to take the 3rd spot away. He's working the high side. Looking for the momentum on the exit to get around Newell, but Newell very good through the bottom and off in the middles right there. 10 to go this time by. Still the Hulk out in front of Alex Bergeron. Ernie Williams now around the top side. Has 3rd place when they go down into turns 1. He's got it when they come off turn number 2. Move Williams into the podium. Newell to 4th, Steinke to 5th, Job is 6th, Howell, Keegan, Dunn, and Rowley rounding out the top 10. Still Heilemann working the bottom. He's got half a second.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution on the speedway once again. Yeah, you were up there a ways, Dylan. Oh, let's see. Was Justin Thomas in this? No, he was not. Tyler Chalk. Might have been who that was, and it looks like it was Tyler Chalk's car that went to the infield over the top. He saves it right there off of 4. Oh, yeah, got way up there. The car broke loose, and when it did, it looped around and backed into the fence and tipped it right on over. So a minimal amount of damage to his car, but they did have to tow it, so he is in the infield. Still 19 cars on the track. Justin Thomas, the final car out there. Top 10 looks like this. It's Heilemann, Bergeron, Williams, Newell, Steinke, your top 5. Job, Keegan, Howell, Dunn, and Rowley filling in that top 10. The Over the Fence gang. Lap 50, our new white flag. So we're inside, 10 to go. Round 7 when we get the green. Green flag in the air. 8 laps still on the board. Heilemann, Bergeron, Williams, your top 3. Williams went to the top side, and that'll open the door for Newell. He got loose off 2. Weston Newell into the 3rd spot. Josh Steinke got his hands full. Anthony Job on the inside right there. That was for 5th. Mike Keegan now in that mix, almost 3 wide when they went off into turn number 2. Keegan on the bottom. Job in the middle. Steinke at the top. All right, now it's Heilemann, Bergeron, 1, 2. The battle for the final podium spot. Newell and Williams going at it right here. Weston Newell with the advantage at the line. David Heilemann still out in front. Little over 4/10 of a second that time by the line. 5 to go right here when they get across the start-finish, man. Showing them the 5 to go signal. Weston Newell holding off Ernie Williams. Williams with a big run off the top side of 2, just not enough to get it there. Those bumps got the car a little out of shape, and he lost a bunch of momentum. Probably going to have to try a different tactic. He goes to the inside, pulls up even. Now slide line in through 3 and 4. He's got the grip. Can he hang on to it on the exit? Not able to that time. Newell back around into 3 and 4. Battle for the lead. Bergeron's got the inside on Heilemann. Now he's got the lead through 1 and 2. From 20th to 1st, he's going to do it with 3 to go. They're going to have 2 to go this time off turn number 4. Bergeron makes it to the point. Heilemann is second. Now Williams into 3rd. Josh Steinke into 4th. Weston Newell back to 5th. At the front. Going to see the white off turn number 4. If they make it to the start-finish line, they'll race it the rest of the way out no matter what happens. The white flag flies. Alex Bergeron, David Heilemann, Ernie Williams, your top 3. One more time through turns 3 and 4. The flagman shows him the checkered flag, waves it over the 16 car. Bergeron wins session number 1's feature race. David Heilemann, Ernie Williams, your top 3. Remind the top 3 how to behave, please. So we'll get these guys around a lap. Get them to park the cars nice and neat down here on the front stretch for us.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's get Ernie Williams to pull up just a little bit here. Maybe we can pause it right here. Maybe. We'll get down here. Get a good look at Ernie Williams' car. All right, Ernie Williams, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
All right, man. Well, a heck of a race tonight. You come home on the bottom step of the podium, but 3rd is better than a DNF, man. Talk to us about that race and your finish tonight, session number 1.
Car was good. I come all the way up there. I was running behind Josh for a little bit. Fourth spot, fifth spot. Then I got in the wall, man. I mean, it sent me way back. 6 or 7 guys got around me, and I had to work my way back up. Slowly but surely, I got around a bunch of guys. Luckily, nobody was really running the high side, so I could pretty much run it up there by myself. Got up to third, man, and that last yellow, me and Weston was going back and forth, back and forth. I couldn't really get a run. Couldn't get no momentum going. Front two pulled away from me, and I didn't have nothing for him.
Yeah, it looked like the track was getting pretty sketchy out there. That cushion looked like it was just a monster to try to ride around on. How tough was it out there?
Every lap, about from the last 10 on each lap, it just got rougher and rougher and rougher, slowed down, and especially being 3 and 4, it just gets so bumpy, man. You get on them hills and it just slings you off of them. You don't really know which way, if it's going to slam you into the wall or go you down the middle of the track. So it's a guessing game. You just hope it sticks.
All right, man, I'm sure you got some sponsors you want to thank, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2.
Absolutely. Give a shout out to the Dirt Racing Network. You guys do an awesome job doing the broadcast on this. Roger, you too. Thanks for the paint. Tim Nichols, Lima, Ohio, with the Tim Dirt Track Simulators. We'll be out and about, fellas. If you guys see us around, stop in, jump in the simulator for a little bit. Black Diamond Motorsports, we've been working their tails off here lately. Just starting to show a little bit. And congratulations to Josh. I know he didn't get a finish he wanted, but he was fast at the beginning of it. And I'm sure he'll get that fixed for the next race, and hopefully we can get him up here. But thanks, Roger. We'll see you maybe here in a little bit.
All right, guys. Thanks, Ernie. We'll see you in session number 2. Third place finisher, Ernie Williams. Let's get Mr. Heileman in here. David Heileman, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Hard-fought battle. You led the vast majority of this. Late race pass relegates you to a second-place finish, man. Talk to us about the race and that finish.
Yeah, just kind of battling a sore throat now after choking on that. But well, I knew Alex was gonna get to the front once he got behind me. I was rolling the bottom. I was rolling it good, so I was like, all right. I know at some point he's gonna try to go high. And I'm gonna, my car felt fine up there every time I tried it. But I was like, I don't want to just lose the lead off a mistake. Running the cushion, so I was gonna make him earn it, and he was getting the momentum off too, and he was getting a lot deeper drive through 3 and 4 because he was entering the corner wider, and I just slipped up once and he was able to get his nose completely under me. Didn't force the issue too hard. I guess tried to chop him in 1 and 2, but yeah, our race was pretty much over after that.
Yeah, it looked like the track was super slick, and you stayed married to the bottom really there. A lot of guys fighting that cushion up on the top. Just that much easier to stay down there and know that you don't have to worry about jumping over that lip up there, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. The only time, even early on in the race, I was only going up there to try to burn a little bit of fuel off, and I didn't burn enough. Still had 4 gallons left in the tank, but I guess we learned and we can prepare better for next race.
All right, man. I'm sure you got a list of sponsors you want to thank, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2.
KKR Sim Team, Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, and the Dirt Racing Network for putting it on.
All right, David, thank you very much. We'll see you in session 2.
Yep.
Second place finisher, David Heileman. We're going to talk to that man again. Alex Bergeron, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think you do this on purpose. I think you come in, you start at the back of the heat races and go through the alphabet soup so you can start last in the field and still come home to win, man. Hell of a show. You come home with the win. Talk to us about that race and that win right there.
It was fun to get through the field there, run the top side most of the race, but there at the end, David was on the bottom and couldn't get around him, so I tried to run on the bottom, and I was fast. But then I had the slide job line 1 and 2 was working pretty good, and got by him, and it was cool battle for the win there. I don't know if David was low on fuel or something. I don't know if he slowed down, but it was a good battle for sure. But coming through the field, we slowly got there. In the first couple of laps, passed like 10 cars in the first 3 laps, I think. So it was good. It was good fun.
All right, man. I'm sure you got a list of sponsors you want to give a thank you to, and then we'll let you get ready to tear it up in session number 2.
I won't be racing session number 2, but I got to thank all my partners, newbie.com, the Sign Shop Bikinis, BK Designs, CSI Chalks for coming on board for the rest of the World Championship season. Max McLaughlin Racing and Meyer Inc. Everybody for supporting me. My girlfriend for being there for me every day. For supporting me in what I'm doing. I really appreciate it. And like I said, everybody else for supporting me, and my dad for watching too tonight. And you guys for broadcasting, and DOB for putting these races up, and Team ABR and Jason Nygaard. We put a lot of work, and the results are paying off for sure.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Congratulations on the win. Kind of hoping we'd get to see you in the second one, but if we don't, we don't. Good luck in the next one.
Thank you, Roger.
That is session number 1 winner, Alex Bergeron. That is going to do us for this session. Bergeron wins at Heilemann with second. Ernie Williams in third. We're going to take a short pause for the cause. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes with session number 2. If you can't tune back in, thanks for tuning into this one. Be sure to give us likes, shares, and follows. Let your friends know that you're watching Great Racing on the Dirt Racing Network. And if you're coming back for the second one, guys, I will see you just shortly. Thanks for tuning in. See you in a few.